we have got the CBSI comicbookinvest.com Hot 10 list Friday night on Tales from the Flipside channel. It's con week. There's a lot of fun stuff to talk about. We're going to get into it. Oh boy, some of the things that were being talked about in the backstage had me just absolutely amazed. One of those books on the cover thumbnail there, you guys, you're gonna just be blown away by what it's selling for. I'm telling you, like this is crazy. But the list is full of NYCC variants I see on there. We have at least one of us in the house tonight that was at NYCC. Shout out Mighty Mel V. Of course, we do have the writer of the list, the one and only Ben S. in the house with us. Richie Taylor, Dollar Bin, back with us. Thank you, brother, for joining us. And then, of course, like I said, the Mighty Mel V. Mel, what was NYCC like?
It was amazing.
Yeah,
it was
really good.
It was an amazing experience. Just everything that went down. Big shout out to Whatnot. Big shout out to Phil for getting me in the event.
Vintage Comics and Toys, hell yeah.
Vintage Comics and Toys.
.com.
Oh my God. I mean, I've been to many New York Comic Cons, but I haven't had fun like this because it was, you know what made it fun? It wasn't as crowded as past years, but it was crowded enough where vendors could make their money.
Yeah.
So, and the variants were good. And it was very spacious and it was good. It was good. I had fun.
Just good to be back.
It's good to be back. That could be it too. Yeah, that could be it too. I didn't really get busy. No, I did get busy digging. Shout out to my man 718 put me onto this booth, man. Oh man,
good stuff. You're exhausted, I can tell.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah, it's all good, man. 43 live. Thanks for joining us, you guys. If you guys haven't subscribed already, do us a favor and hit that red subscribe button. If you already have subscribed, do us another favor, hit that thumbs up. It really helps us out. If you guys, I'll hear a lot of people, donating super chats to us, and that's all fine and dandy. We appreciate the hell out of that. But if you really want to support us and don't have to worry about money or anything like that, just hit that thumbs up button. That's the easiest way to support us. It helps us a lot, and we appreciate it. So we'll get into the list here in a second. I want to remind everybody, how the list works. These are all books that are flying right now on the secondary market, and we go through the top 10, including 2 honorable mentions. But before we get into those 10, we like to get into the almost 10, which are a handful of books that Ben has noticed, some weird or sales, or maybe something that's you should know about that a lot of people don't know about. And it's one of my favorite parts of the show, so we get it done early. Let's get into it. The first almost 10, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is an interesting one because I saw a lot of these Marvel Action Origins in a recent Whatnot sale, and I didn't realize that they had that many of them out there. This is Marvel Action Origins number 4, the Garbowska 1 in 10 variant, which has it's cool to see Miles on there, but Rhino, I don't understand why that's such a big deal. But this book is selling. I mean, all these books seem to be selling. Mm-hmm. These 1 in 10 Marvel Action Origin IDW books.
Yeah, that Venom one last month was kind of weird, but I guess it was selling because of Venom, and I guess this one's selling just because it's a Miles variant. I don't know.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
His head looks very squarish.
What's happening is IDW is rewriting these backstories or origins of all these characters for children's ears and eyes.
Yep. So. And it's going to be interesting to see how much longer they're going to be doing it. I know some of these books have been pulled from IDW. I don't know if these are the ones. I know the Star Wars ones, word is that they're not going to be doing the Star Wars adventures, High Republic adventure books anymore, which is kind of a bummer because I really liked what they were doing over there.
That was better than the regular High Republic.
Yeah. Amen. I agree. I totally agree. So, yeah, very interesting. If you have one, grab them. I mean, sell them. If you don't and you see them out there for cheap, grab one and then sell them. That's what I say. This next one on the list is of another interesting one. A really dope cover on this one.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, Echolands number 1, the second print, J.H. Williams III, 1 in 25 variant. what's going on with this one, Ben?
So it's another one of these second print 1 in 25s. And first of all, I didn't even know Echolands #1 first print was out.
Yeah,
Right.
I
So
got them. I got them.
so there's already on the second print, and then they throw a 1 in 25 on the second print. I can't. What is this story even about? I mean, is it like
I haven't read the story, but I did get the first print and the variant, not the incentive. But the reason why I got it was I forgot the term for it, but it's a really cool kind of, not a flip book, but instead of, you see how the screen, it's long ways, you turn it this way and it's like a
Landscape.
Landscape,
yeah. That's what I got.
So
the
this
sideways book.
She's about. It's about. She joined The Rock with Jay-Z, and she's holding up the diamond.
I didn't know if it was. I was so confused by it. I was like, well, I mean, it's not a terrible cover. Sometimes the sideways covers are tough just because they're hard to display right.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the wide vision, the wide angle of it. But it's hard to, like, you have to lean your head to see to get like a full view of it. But there's very few of these listed. Very few.
Who's the
Sold.
publisher?
This is Image, I believe, right?
Really?
Is it Image? I thought it was.
Isn't it Image?
I thought it was.
Let me
like
look it up real quick.
Source Point or something. I
mean,
thought it was like one of those.
It could be. Who knows?
Image Comics. It is Image. Yeah.
It is Image. Okay.
Mhm.
Ben, I got a copy for you of the first print.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
It says, in a bizarre future world that has forgotten its history, a reckless thief, Hope Red Hood, holds the key to excavating its dark, strange past. So there you go.
All right.
Sounds like it's got a play on like old school, folk tales and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, the sales were like 35, but there's only like 2 or 3 lists. There are only like 2 or 3 listed, and they're listed for like 80. So I would suspect that if anybody's trying to get this, it's going to be really hard to find it for that $35 price point, I would think.
Yeah.
But
well, I see we almost at 100 live. Thanks for joining us, you guys. I see a lot of community members in the chat. Shout out to Manny the Comic Collector. Shout out to Chad Cave, That Guy DZ, Code Red, Jamie Sandoval, Patrick M, Nate 138. I do want to give a big shout out to Comic Man Andy. If you guys aren't already following his channel, go give a follow. He just hit 1,000 subs a couple weeks ago, and you can find him and myself and a few other co-conspirators every Tuesday on Simple Man's channel. We're doing a comic news weekly over there every Tuesday, so make sure you guys check that out. And also shout out to Chloe's Comic Swag, AOA, Flame Brain Comics, and the one and only Aaron Yeezy.
Shout out to Flame Brain, for real. Yeezy, we're gonna need you on Drunken Chat tonight, baby.
This next one is the reason why I bring up the Comic News Weekly show is because this is one that I talked about on there. And when we look at books that are coming out this week, things that kind of catch our eye, and anything Exorcist always catches my eye because that movie scared the hell out of me as a kid. And this is Nights of the Dinner Table number 287. It is an Exorcist homage. There's a lot of Nights of the Dinner Table collectors out there that have been following this storyline for years now. It's at 287 issues, and it's been going for a long time. It's like one of those independent books that just never dies, and this is a pretty cool homage here on Nights of the Dinner Table 287. And I can't remember if this was like a ratio variant or anything, or just the regular.
They don't even have. They don't even think they have. I don't even think they have variants for.
Okay. What is this selling for in the secondary now?
Yeah, like around $8 to $10, which is not huge or anything like that. But if you've ever there's one issue of Nights of the. I don't even know what this book's about, but there's one issue of Nights of the Dinner Table that I want, and it's got like they're basically skiing over a shark, and I want that issue because they're jumping the shark, and I want to get that book signed by Henry Winkler. That's the only
Wow.
that's the only jumping the shark book that I can find,
That's
and
awesome.
so I want that, but I don't. You cannot find it. Like I don't even know what issue it is. It's probably like 100 or 80 or something. Like you try and find these books and you just can't find them. Like Midtown always has like a couple copies initially, but after that, it's just hard to find these things. But
Brian,
shout out
Oh.
to everybody in the chat that's dropping super chats. Comic Man Andy and Ben, appreciate you guys. Much love.
Thank you guys. Brian, if you've seen that deleted scene, I think it might be in the director's cut or whatever, where Lyndon Blair walks up the stairs.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's the scariest shit I've ever
Yes.
seen, bro. That's what I'm
Word.
telling you. Like that
Word.
shit scares the hell out of me. Like even if I just think about it, like I got to turn on like a nightlight or something at night. I got to turn the TV on. That's why I sleep with the TV on.
I
Man.
remember seeing that was in one of the commercials. I think when it got re-released. I don't know. Fuck this.
Yeah, yeah. You want to tell you? I'll tell you one of the worst things that ever happened for me in The Exorcist is one. Remember when you were a kid and you couldn't sleep on Christmas Eve night, and me and my brother would stay up all night watching like old Three Stooges shows, you know, during Christmas Eve. And I remember one night I turned the channel and they had The Exorcist on Christmas Eve night, man. It's crazy.
Parents are watching Midnight Mass in the living room, and you're watching Exorcist in the back.
Yeah, like what the hell, man? Yeah, Sticks Boy says he has the soundtrack to the Exorcist. What the hell do you want that for, man? Get that shit out of there.
Isn't one like one song that
Yeah.
piano shit?
I could hear it now, right?
yeah, if you ever watch like YouTube videos, watch the one when it has like footage like of when that movie actually came out and how life was back then. Like nobody was giving spoilers and everybody was just talking about, oh my gosh, people were throwing up in the theater and they passing out. I mean, like it was like legit terror from some people.
Fucking green pea soup took a hit, I tell you.
Yeah,
if you don't stock the green pea soup in time, Exorcist, bro.
Well, and that movie set was just like full of strife, man.
Yeah,
the main chick that was in it got
not
Linda Blair, the mom got thrown around and busted up her legs, and all this crazy shit happened. And yeah, it's pretty wicked, man. So shout out to Chad Cave.
Amityville Horror.
Chad, what up, buddy?
Amityville's another one.
Yeah, and listen, I think the reason why those things are so scary is because there's just a little bit of you that goes, maybe that shit's real, man. You know what I mean?
They said they give people like $1 million to stay in their house. Give me the fucking keys.
Tonight's the night. Much love, everybody. Flame Brain Comics.
Hey, everybody's giving all kinds of love because the Giants are going to beat the Dodgers, so that's always a good thing.
Yeah. Where's Drew? I know Drew is.
I'm not even a Giants fan, but nobody can like the Dodgers, right?
Is Drew a Giants fan?
No, Drew is
I was going to say he's a
big time
traitor.
Dodgers fan. Yeah,
lives like 10 minutes, 15 minutes south of me.
Yeah,
Yankees wasting everybody's time.
But Wood is happy right now. Brian Wood is very excited.
Yeah.
All right, let's get on to the next almost 10 book. Another book that I love. I love these old school Zenoscope books when they're like first starting, and I feel like this is one of them. This is Oz the Wizard #1, the Josh Burns variant. Is this an older one, right?
I don't know the year on this. This is probably probably 5 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
4 or 5 years ago. Not 100% sure, but yeah, this one's selling for like 20 plus. So if you check the back issue bins, I know probably most people skip that section, but there are some books that you can make money off of. So this is one of them.
Yeah, totally. The next almost 10 book, a gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous cover on this one. Scarlet Witch #13. What's going on with this?
So it's got Agatha Harkness right there on the cover.
Holding that cat.
Yep, holding the cat, and so
David
that's
Aha.
Yeah, and it's an Aha and Aja. Whatever. One of these weeks we'll figure it out for sure. Somebody really needs to ask him, like find him at a con and ask him.
Yeah. Is he at the NYCC, Mel? Go find out.
I'll do it Sunday.
There we go.
But yeah, so this one's I didn't know about this one. Our buddy John Brown told me about this one. And it's like 20 plus now. So it's another one of those Scarlet Witches from that run that that there's a lot of really good covers. And honestly, I've been buying any of these Scarlet Witch from that run. I just buying any of them. Of course, I've never found this one, but I've been buying them all just because of the covers.
Plus, it's Negative Space, and Negative Space is going bonkers right now.
Yeah.
See the hair and then the neck with the white.
Yep. Yeah, it's a great cover, man. Killer. All right, next on the list this week for the Almost 10, and we go from gorgeous Scarlet Witch covers to gorgeous Hawkeye covers. This is a really nice one from Adi Granov. Hawkeye #1, the 1 in 25, and it is picking up some major steam or
rightfully so.
Yeah.
This pizza dog thing is becoming a big deal, and regardless of the physics of the drawing on this, which are off, but yeah, I mean, so once you get past the physics of it, it's a good looking cover. But it's selling for $275 raw now.
Wow.
Yeah, so
$275 raw.
Are you serious? Oh my! In the Modern Playbook, when they announced the Tracksuit Mafia or the rumored casting for Tracksuit Mafia, because their first is in this thing, we were talking about it in Modern Playbook chat. This thing was like $40.
Yeah.
That wasn't even a year ago.
Yeah. So I mean, this one's not easy to find. I mean, it is just that fraction run in general is really good. You just don't see them that often. You definitely don't see the variants, but yeah. So there we go, $275.
And what's going on with the physics on this? Or one of his is one of his hands really upside down?
So like if you take like a bar, I don't have any like a Mountain Dew bar. So this is my thing. If I'm gonna pull the arrow back, I've got to pull it this way. My hands basically should be, if they can't physically be the same, like you can't pull it this way and do like it's off. You can't.
Yeah, but
you can't.
But
That's why Hawkeye. Yeah, that's
Hawkeye, bro.
I mean, he's literally pulling it back with his fingers and his wrist, limp wrist.
Yeah, but turn it up and it doesn't. Your hand would be like this. It would be completely off.
But this is why it's Hawkeye.
Yeah, I agree. It's Hawkeye. It's Adi Granov, brother. He gets a pass.
If he can shoot a bow and arrow like everybody else, he would just be Arrow.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, find a bow and arrow and put your hands exactly like his, and you'll be like, oh, nope, I can't do that.
No, I know. You're right.
I'm a Hawkeye.
No, you're right. But it's Clint Barton.
Yeah, it's Clint Barton. We love him. All right, next on the Almost 10, the last Almost 10 book of the night, probably the best on the Almost 10, and that is the We Live #1, the foil NYCC variant, which is absolutely gorgeous. And what's going on with this? I mean, Mel, was this the talk of the show, or?
So apparently, shout out to Trinity Comics, by the way. I think they told people they were going to start selling them on Sunday. Wasn't the case. And I went down there and said, yo, I thought you guys were selling the foils on Sunday. He's like, yo, we got like only a little bit left. I was like, man, listen here, man.
What is the deal with going back and doing these #1s? I mean, We Live is on what issue? What, like 8 now?
8, yeah.
And they're going. I mean, is this just because this should have come out last year?
Yeah, I mean, people missed the boat, and the boat was still at the dock, so they really didn't miss it. So they went back out on the boat.
I mean, I just hope that's not. I mean, I see that happening a lot with doing these like reprints, like these convention things from something that was way earlier. I mean, I hope that's not what they just keep doing to reprint these #1s and stuff like that.
It's a lot of We Live
Well, here's a great
reprints.
question that I want to ask, because some people are saying they were able to pick up a lot on Whatnot. Now, was that people selling their copies on Whatnot, or was that Aftershock doing a sale on Whatnot?
Nah, this was from Aftershock.
Okay.
This was not from Aftershock?
This is Trinity. Shout out to Trinity Comics.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about like Trinity from like the Matrix. I thought you were just.
Oh no.
I thought you were just like, oh, well,
So this
Trinity,
is just
Neo,
this is an
Trinity,
exclusive
whatever.
variant or something like that.
Yep. Shout out to my man Matt Salzman, friend of CBSI from back in the day. So his booth was selling these joints, and again, I picked up some.
Was it a metal or just foil there?
Just foil. I just seen the foil. I just seen the foil.
They did something similar for Batman: The Dark Knight Returns #1, which I sold in my Whatnot show. They weren't calling it a reprint or whatever, but they just said Batman: Dark Knight Returns #1 foil for it was a virgin like that or whatever, and I think it was released in 2019, 2020. So that was DC.
And also they got the Dan. I messed up his name. I messed up his name all day today. Dan Quinones.
Dan Quinones.
No, something else. I just started following him too. Quintana or Quint. I don't want to continue to mess up this gentleman's name, but they had a beautiful one with blowing the bubble gum and with the teddy bear.
From We Live?
Yeah, it's also from Trinity Comics. That cover is insane. They also is at Trinity's booth. You can find Trinity's booth downstairs in the basement Arts Alley. You might not be able to get the foil, but I think you'll be able to get the other one. And the other one is equally as great as this.
Yeah, Dan Quintana?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Did y'all say Quintana?
No.
See, there you go.
Well, the We Live has been being talked about quite a bit lately, so I'm not surprised.
What is this?
Hundo.
Really? I saw this, a Canto, Army of Darkness, and Invincible, whatnot, Rose Besh, Wonder Woman, and it was two other dope books.
Get rid of that Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
I sold it for $300. As one of my pops says. Yeah, I sold all of those books for $300. Somebody got to steal.
Yeah, but you made money off of it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what was the buy-in on this?
This was 40.
40, so it's selling for 100.
Yeah.
It's high. It's a high buy-in for a single book, right?
I think we're going to talk about the drunken chat is the high buy-ins for every variant.
Huh.
Every variant had a high buy-in.
Inflation.
Hey, they figured the game out.
Or they just need to pay for those booths there at Javits.
That too. I ain't mad at it. They're gonna make it work. We ain't gonna make it work for us. So it is what the fuck it is.
Yeah. Well, before we move on to the regular list, I want to say thank you to all 145 live viewers right now. Appreciate all and each and every one of you. Make sure to hit that like button. If you guys are not subscribed, please subscribe. We drop great content made by collectors for collectors every day of the week. And we are going to have a lot of fun in the coming months. Of course, con season is starting. So make sure to give us a sub. If you guys don't know, Tales from the Flipside has content coming out every night. We do the Hot 10 show on Friday nights, and then Saturday nights we've got Modern Comic Mayhem. Sunday nights we do Tales from the Dark Side, and of course Monday nights the Flipside show. Tuesday night is Comic Book Women, and then the rest of the week is rounded out by the Modern Playbook Boys. So make sure you guys check it out, give it a follow, give us some love, and we'll send it right back on out to you. I also want to remind everybody to check out Comic Barricade. Comic Barricade, go to cardstopper.com, which I finally got some in my hands, as you guys can see right here. I'll be using them later on this week.
Oh,
yeah,
lucky.
yeah. So also check out comicbarricade.com for those. Use the code word Flipside for 10% off your order. They are absolutely wonderful. And then we'll get into the list. All right, this the Golden Age book honorable mention of the week is a tough one to find. Modern Comics number 65. Now, the interesting thing about this is a tough book to find a decent cover to. I mean, like I couldn't even find a very nice cover to put up here because there's not very many of them out there. And it is a sweet cover, really, really cool cover with the death standing behind him, like has the hand on the shoulder.
Yeah, that's your man. Like,
yeah,
what are you doing?
All right, and
Reed Crandall, right?
It's beautiful, man, absolutely gorgeous. The one I did find has some of the stamps on it, which I like, but this is a tough book to find, and I can see why. You know, later in the run, number 65. Is this the last issue of the run? I'm not sure.
No, I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Yo, peep game. The logo on his chest. What does that look like?
Huh? Well, the logo on his chest?
Looks like a whatnot.
No.
Batman?
Thundercats,
yeah.
And that's it. And this is Thunderbird.
Yeah, I was talking about the yellow and black.
Yeah.
This is a great cover, man. This is a great cover.
So sick.
Yeah. Who like this?
Yeah, so the sale on this was a 3.0 that sold for $4,500. I couldn't find any sales in the last 4 years on this, graded sales. So that's I think the census is exceptionally low on this. So it's a tough one. Back that up. Hold on. I'm on the wrong screen.
Yeah, this is just absolutely gorgeous cover right here. And like I said, it was tough to find a decent copy to show for the Hot 10, man. It's not easily found even on the internet.
I was just going to ask you, Brian, how do you find this copy for them?
Oh man, I'm scouring the webs.
Okay, so I lied. It was a Promise Collection sale. That's what this was. 9.6 Promise Collection. There is a very low pop on this, but the previous all-time high for this book in any grade was $450.
And what the Promise one sell for?
$3,600.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the $450 sale was a 7.5, and that was just like 6 months ago. So it sold for like 9 times that, 8 times that, something like that. Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way I can get one of these Promise Collection books.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
For real though, what is up with his legs though?
Yeah.
Is that Mr. Fantastic?
Hey man, things were different back in the 40s, man.
He missed all of leg day. Just fuck Thursday.
Hey man, there's everything that was attractive back then is no longer attractive. So it's totally different, right?
This next book, the next honorable mention, is a very interesting one. Again, we're in the midst of con season, and this issue is Good Boy, the NYCC variant for issue number 1. And this is interesting. It came with some type of crazy like metal card or something. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, that's what I was seeing on the listings. So you didn't see this at all, Mel?
No. Shout out to James from Hive. He put me on. He was like, "Yo, go by the booth and go scoop one of these." And I did it, and I wish I did. Kind of running around, man. It's fucking shit's crazy over here.
I mean,
great cover.
I mean, that is a hyper violent cover, right?
Yeah.
I mean, dude's brains are blown out on the wall. I mean, all by this dog sitting there eating pizza. I mean, it's crazy, right?
What are these going for?
100, 90 to 100. I don't know what the buy-in is on it because I'm not there, but
I might have to peel Franklin back. I like this.
Yeah, this is crazy. I mean, what is this story about? I mean, I'm guessing it's like some kind of dog assassin, right?
Yeah.
John Wick in reverse.
So it's his dog, and his owner got killed.
Mhm.
Is that what it was?
I don't know if the one that got killed, but it's a dog and it's like John
Well, it
Wick.
looks like it's John Wick in reverse, right? Yeah,
Pretty
the
much,
John
yeah.
Wick dog book. Yeah,
Hey man,
it's a parody of John Wick. The dog lives, John Wick dies.
Yep.
Hey, I just want to know. I want to know where he's getting pizza slices in New York for $2 a slice.
I was wondering the same thing, brother.
That's a good deal.
It's probably probably takes place in the 90s.
Maybe.
Did you pay like $6 for a slice of some crazy shit?
Dude, it's crazy, man.
It's like
That's why comic books are so high right now.
Right now, here it's in California, a really good pizza place. It's like $6 and you get 2 slices of cheese, a side of ranch, and a small soda.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
But it's not New York pizza. But it is really good, though.
That's what I was saying. They make pizza in California?
Yeah, actually, it's actually the best place in Orange County. When I was in high school, got me through high school and got me a car, and that's how I paid for my college tuition.
Nice.
So,
all right, number 10 on the list this week is a dope cover, a dope title. I like everything about it already, man. And even it being on DC, a DC horror book. This is Soul Plumber #1, the Riley Rossmo 1 in 25 variant, and this is badass right here. It says, from the creators of the last podcast on the left, exorcism just got a whole lot easier. After attending a seminar hosted in a hotel conference room by a mysterious group called the Soul Plumbers, Edgar Wiggins, disgraced former seminary school student, discovers that what he thinks is a secret to delivering souls from the thrall of Satan. But after stealing the blueprints and building the machine himself out of whatever he can afford from his salary as a gas station attendant, Edgar misses the demon and instead pulls out an interdimensional alien with dire consequences for all mankind. Now that is a crazy story.
Is he wearing a priest collar?
Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like it.
See, I thought Soul Plumbers was about a black plumbing company.
DC has been dropping a lot of good covers lately.
Yo, I just passed this book up, and I was like, "This cover looks pretty cool," but I'm not paying $35 for it. What is it going for?
That's what they're about, $35.40.
Oh, all right. All right.
That's good.
But yeah, I mean, so it's a weird week in general. It seems like everybody's spending all their money at the cons and not necessarily on just everyday books. So that's why the list is a little strange this week. This book may not have normally made the list, but this week it did.
So Ben, your formula for ratios on 1 in 25s, if after their release and they don't go to double ratio or more, you say if they pop to $35 to $40 on 1 in 25, typically drops down to 20.
Yeah, I would tend to think that. This one's kind of one of those weird ones. One, it's got like because it's a horror book. Horror books sell really well in October, but I can't imagine stores ordering a whole bunch of. I mean, right? I mean, were they going to order 50 or 75 of the regular cover?
Midtown had quite a few left. Matter of fact, let me check the website before Sharks.
It's a good point to bring up. I mean, because I use Lucas now and Pullbox.
Nice.
And I should have done it the whole time. Sorry.
And me too.
And anyways, some of the DC stuff that's on the FOC list is not on Pullbox. So if somebody doesn't have a Lunar account or access to, they can't even see some of the titles that are on FOC. I've noticed. For me, I've been buying to try to hit ratio. So yeah, it's a good point. You probably most people weren't buying 25. And also if this was not on previews, the DC on FOC, and you had to actually have access to Lunar to actually get this, you're right. This is probably going to be pretty rare.
They're still in stock at Midtown. So go eat.
There you go.
Eat sharks.
Go eat.
All right, number 9 on the list this week. This is the book I was talking to you about in the intro. This book has absolutely blown me away and what it's selling for on the secondary market right now. Cable and Deadpool #24. A lot of people that are hoping that we're gonna get Deadpool in the MCU, and then we're gonna get this team up. And now that rumor, that feeling is starting to get a little bit closer, and we're starting to maybe that this could actually happen. Well, what is this book selling for on the secondary market right now?
$250.
No, I don't believe that.
Hey, there's a lot of stuff I don't believe. I mean, there's a ton of stuff I don't believe. I don't even know. I mean, I don't think it's worth $250 in my mind.
Not yet. I mean, if it happens, yeah, but I don't think that 250 sale is kosher. Is the right word?
I mean,
Is there been multiple sales? Let's take a look and see what we got.
Yeah, let's see what we got.
All
You
right.
said 250.
Mel.
What? Talk to me.
Mel, look at this, my brother. 250, yeah, that one. How about this one?
$275 for a 9.4.
350.
See, this is crazy, right?
We don't believe
34
you.
bids.
We don't believe you need more people. You need more people.
That's a 9.4 for 275. Hold on, let's keep going. There's a 9.4 for 102.
And see, now those are then you're getting into older.
We're getting into September. Yeah, this is September.
How many is for sale now?
Let's take a look.
I will say that I've never found this book, and I look a lot.
Topher put me onto this shit.
You get a 9.6 for $12.50.
Oh my god!
Look. Oh, it's a very good copy.
Yeah, VG Plus.
Here's one right now that's going for 4 bids, $81.
With 8 days left. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I mean, this market is. I don't know what to believe, what to not believe. But look, I mean, there's really not that many available.
No.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, if it
would you hold this book if you had one? Would you hold it?
No, hell no. I'd sell this in a heartbeat right now.
It depends if I have multiple copies. If I have multiples, I'd at least hold one.
I would definitely flip it for where it's at right now.
That's big money. I mean, that's huge money, right? I mean, that's a lot.
Oh.
For a Cable and Deadpool book, bro, that is a lot. That's got to be the most a Cable Deadpool book has ever sold for, Raw.
Yeah. What happened to Panther Pole? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. This is UFOs are landing. Hold on. Wait, what? Where are they landing? I want to know.
Exactly.
Hey, they said they found the Zodiac, or that people said the Zodiac killer. So
no way.
I hear that every year.
No, it was like yesterday. I didn't know. Yeah. But again, who knows? This stuff that makes no sense half the time. I don't know what's real, what's not real. Perception sometimes is more real than reality. I don't know. I mean,
it's a Zurcher cover, not a John Zurcher cover, not a Ozzy Zurcher cover, Mike Zurcher cover.
But is it Mike Zurcher?
It is.
The Zurcher boys?
It is. It's a Zurcher cover.
Omicron has 23,000, just under 23.6
for the print run on this.
Ordered by retailers.
Is there
23,534? So let's just figure 24,000. Yes, there is a newsstand of this. I've seen it.
I'm holding.
I'm not holding. I'm flipping, and I'm looking for the newsstand.
I picked the one on Wednesday at NYCC for $24. Matter of fact, I still owe that dude $5.
That's awesome.
It is not a bad cover. I will admit that it's not a bad cover. It's a decent cover.
I like how Brian pointed out the side.
Topher told me about this 4 years ago.
Yeah, Topher is the king at this. We already know that. He's undisputed.
Yeah.
Undisputed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, of course, number 8. Let's get on to the next one. Another Deadpool book. This is Deadpool Black, White, and Blood, number 3, the gorgeous Stan Sakai variant edition. As soon as we saw this book the other week, I instantly was like, yeah, this book is going to be on the list.
We were talking about this on Drunken Chat, right? Had it in my cart. So, drum roll. Fuck this book. Yo, I had this in my grasp. So I was like, yo, I have to get this desk. I forgot to buy the book. and I wish it did. Great cover. And how can you not order this? Like, no.
I saw it on FOC, and I was going to order the 25 copies because I believe it's Sakai, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I believe because I'm a Usagi Yojimbo fan as well as Mel is.
Yeah.
I was going to buy them, knowing that I could get rid of them, and I just didn't do it. I just bought 2 copies.
Chad Cave, he said, "Why is this a great cover?" That's why it looks good. Sorry, this is why it looks good. It doesn't look
like a child drew it,
but
it reminds me like this art reminds me. You remember that book Where the Wild Things Are?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of.
It's very like the old school Japanese art style. You know what I mean? You could tell that art style. It's like historical,
like samurai kind of.
Yes, I like because it's simple. Yeah. It's simple and crazy. And there's Sakai. Like, come on, it's like.
Is that the devil dinosaur?
Yeah, he's got really small hands and arms.
Nah, he got a fucking horn in his nose. This is some other shit.
Yeah, he does have small hands and arms. He's a Tyrannosaurus, bro.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You like you making fun of fucking people that are crippled now?
Yeah, like Fred Hembrick.
Yeah,
I love Fred Hembrick shit.
Oh my gosh!
you remember back in the day?
I do remember that. Oh my gosh!
Fred
Hembrick, yeah.
Yo, he drew some real shit. I'm telling you, he don't fuck around. Like, yo, he's nice with his shit. I'm telling you.
Nobody's ever been able to find it though.
Yeah, man, he's gonna be in Baltimore. He's gonna be in Baltimore. Ask him, like, yo, draw some real shit. He gonna lace you.
What is this one selling for on the secondary?
50 plus.
Wow.
I might have pulled that thing, man.
That's legit.
I had him in my car, and it wasn't like I didn't like. Was it quick enough? I just let him sit there. I'm like, oh, they'll be there tomorrow. Nobody wants this. This would be my little dirty secret, and now it's not. So. Fuck this book.
All right, on to number 7. Number 7 this week. This is a great cover that I wish I would find in short boxes and buy, and I wish I would have bought a bunch of them, but I unfortunately never liked that. So, Killmonger number 1, the 1 in 10 movie photo variant at number 7 this week.
Is that right?
Beautiful cover.
I got one in this pile. This one.
Well, I do want to remind everybody, I think one of our co-hosts tonight did a really dope Killmonger segment on one of the Modern Playbook shows. If you guys go get a chance, dig in with Dollar on the Modern Playbook stuff, make sure you guys go check out. He did a really cool breakdown on all the cool Killmonger stuff. And was this in your list? Is this something you talked about?
Not exactly. But I was just talking about Killmonger as Black Panther, and the fact of the matter, excuse me, that there wasn't any news or information on if it ever happened in the comics. So I did a week and a half worth of deep dive, and I found it. Kept getting mentions, and then and then all other stuff from different dimensions and whatnot with the multiverse. And then finally I found it in the 616, like where he actually beats down T'Challa and claims the Black Panther. And then at the end shows him in full gear and the whole bit, and they name him Kill Panther. And
outstanding job.
And that's Black Panther number 22 in the 1997 series. Now, I'm in a few really good comic book spec groups on Facebook, and the Black Comic Lord, shout out to that group. They brought this to attention, and a lot of guys thought Black Panther 23 would be the second appearance or the first cover appearance because he's on the cover. But if you're into first cover appearances or second appearances of Killmonger as Black Panther, he's named as Kill Panther. His first mention in the 616 is Black Panther 21. The first appearance is Black Panther 22. This is 1997 series. And then the second appearance and first cover appearance is Deadpool 44, 1997 series. Yes, that is him on the cover. CGC has not noted that yet. Needs to be changed.
Very cool. Well, this one right here is moving right now. It sounds like getting a little love on the secondary market. I have a feeling, and you guys tell me if this is hot or cold, but with all the news on Letitia Wright and the silliness that might be coming out of that camp, is it going to force Marvel MCU's hand on taking her out of the spotlight?
I don't know. I think me and this bald head dude, not me, but the bald head named Ben, I think his name is, talking about this before. I think it was on the show. I didn't make a bet though, but if this does happen, I'm gonna sit there like,
hey.
Oh,
Well, I will say that the movement on this week is based solely on the garbage website, so that are reporting that they have inside information and blah blah blah. The garbage, stupid things. No legitimate website or news outlet is reporting this, but hey, the guy, that dude who just spews out everything, he's got all the real insights. And then his buddies all start following. Oh, it's been reported, by this other website that is garbage, and my website's garbage, and we're all just going to say it's reported as that Killmonger is going to be Black Panther, and it's all based in garbage. It's a great cover. I love the photo cover. I thought he was a great character. I didn't even realize until I looked at this blown up that second print is actually up there in the title. I didn't even know. I didn't. The second print cover is right there at the top of this
Yeah.
cover.
And
I never even noticed it before.
check this: the best Killmonger cover, regular or variant, Jeff the Call joint. Try to find one. Now, I'm not selling one of them all on the whatnot sale because I'm keeping my shit.
I think this also helps that it's Michael B. Jordan, right? I mean, like, I'm pretty sure that, or I'm pretty stable in my sexuality, but Michael B. Jordan is fucking hot, man. Holy shit. Am I wrong?
you're not wrong.
Like, hey, like that dude he's got it. And that's why this fucking comic sells. Like,
he's no Billy D, but yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Billy D's looking a little bit old, but I did sell a photo cover Lando book the other day.
Billy D, that motherfucker smoother than frog head, man.
Aaron McClay's about to crack his retainer.
What else we got? But yo, this I'll definitely have tomorrow on tomorrow's sale. This one right here.
Yeah.
It's
all right.
24,000 of these printed. It's a #1 issue. This is a ratio too. What is this? A 1 in 10?
1 in 10.
Yeah. So 20.
Bro, I'm all the way comfortable, baby. I'm all the way comfortable, man.
All the way comfortable. Yep.
2,500 or less.
All right, on to number 6 on the list this week. This one is crazy to me. Nottingham #1, the NYCC variant. This is the Francesco Arca. I'm not even going to say that one. Archadian. Yeah, Francesco variant, NYCC variant. This is when I'll be honest. I'm going to be honest here, you guys. I'm always honest. I don't even know why I say I'll be honest. Like my buddy used to go, like, all the other times you weren't honest,
right?
So I'll be honest here. This really, when I saw this, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is this? Like, and admittedly, I'm not reading Nottingham, but I remember Nottingham was like a medieval type thing, right? Wasn't it like knights and shit? And this is it says Nottingham #1, and now they're gangsters in New York. I would love to know what's going on and what that was, what that was about. But this cover, for some reason, it seems like this might be one of the ones from NYCC that is blowing up, that is selling for a nice amount.
Yeah.
This is another one selling for 90 to 100. I guess with these higher buy-ins, it is pushing some of the prices. This one you could have bought off Mad Cave's website.
Yep.
Without even going, but they were selling them for 50. So, I I mean, again, this is going back. I mean, their Nottingham was just a miniseries, right? And it's already done, right? Or is it
No,
really
I don't
close
think
to the?
it's. I
Or it's
think it's
really
close
close
to
to the
done.
last. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really close. And now they're going back and throwing up #1 issue again. I mean, I get it, I guess, for them, but
So shout out to the people at the Mad Cable. Incredibly cool people. If you're NYCC tomorrow or Sunday, please go to the booth and check them out. I don't know if they have any of these left, but they are very, very cool people. Go out and support them. They have the first prints. They were like 175. I was like, ooh.
Cool stories. They have great covers.
Yeah.
This story is actually you're onto something, Brian. But this story is actually an noir talking, basically retelling the Robin Hood story, and the sheriff of Nottingham is involved. It's supposed to be pretty interesting. So.
Yeah. I mean, I love that time period. I'm a big history buff. I love like the whole Plantagenet time period in England and stuff like that. But I guess the only reason that they're doing this New York gangster thing is because it's NYCC. That's the only thing. I see people in the chat, multiple people in the chat saying that has nothing to do with the story arc, this and that. And whatever. I get it.
Well, you see the gentleman in the back. He's like an noir, right?
Yeah. All right, let's get into number 5 this week, and another New York Comic Con variant on the list. I think we all realized that this was going to be on the list at some point. This is the Miles Morales Spider-Man number 30 Grassetti NYCC variant, numbered to 1,000. I will still say the costume is terrible, but as long as it's like all black like that, it's not as bad as when it's all red.
Yeah, you're right. I still stocked it to Malone on this when I seen it. Pass, you know what I mean? Montana the race. All that.
Limited to 1,000 though. That kind of helps it.
What is this?
It's like
homage?
a ninja. It's like a ninja with a mask on.
Wait, this is an homage to the Torment, or to
yeah, Spider-Man 1. Yeah,
I'm not feeling this cover. He's got a motorcycle suit on.
I don't feel any Spider-Man 1 homages anymore.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to be buying all of these though, right? They're trying to get McClay. That does not surprise me at all. You want every single one of them. You're probably just really excited about that Batman that's coming up like next month, right?
Did you hear what they did to it?
No, what'd they do to that one?
They turned that one into like an open order, and then made the 1 in 25 some type of foil variant or something. They screwed it all up, man.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And yes, it does look like a mask over a mask.
Yeah. It's like a ninja with COVID or something.
Doc Joe says, I've never seen that pose before. Red Rick says, God, please, another homage. Come on.
You see, but I'm glad they see, remember how the hoodie, like his balls were hanging out? They kind of made it black. So,
yeah. Now you don't notice that as much.
You don't notice that as much, right?
Yeah. Yeah. He's got one of those gator masks on. I don't know.
Anyways, yeah, this is another one that's selling for 80. Buying was 30. I mean,
really?
you're gonna make money on it, but
you're gonna make money.
But again, I think any Miles variant that's not that easy, that's not that plentiful, is pretty much a win, right? At this point, any Miles variant, it doesn't even matter what it is.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. There's a couple of them out there that are like, I wouldn't have considered that in the past. Like there's that the Miles Marvel Secret Wars variant figure, the action figure variant, right? There was that one. There was the one that came out in a couple cons where it's Miles and Peter on there as the two Spider-Mans, and they did a couple cons.
Yep.
There's that one. There's a one where it's Miles in the Secret Wars 8 homage. I think that's a cool one. But you're right, Ben. I think a year ago I wouldn't have said that those are even worth picking up, but now at this point it's any Miles on variant. Yeah, good stuff. All right, on to number 4, a beautiful, probably the most beautiful cover of all the NYCC books this year. This is absolutely gorgeous. Batman 1989 #1, the Warren Lau NYCC variant. Absolutely gorgeous. Now I know that they did this cover as an exclusive variant for some group, but this one I'm guessing is different because it has foil on it. Maybe is it what's the difference in this?
So like the regular trade dress has Batman 89 across the top in like the old school Batman 89.
Yes.
Then the Virgin variant of that is more like a close up. Like all you see is like just her face and like just maybe like the top of her collar. Like all the rest of it you don't see. And then this one is got like the almost like the sketchboard in the back.
Behind it.
Yeah, so that's the big difference, I guess, on this.
So this supposed to be Michelle Pfeiffer?
Yes.
I would assume so, yeah.
Yeah. I like it. I think it's great. I think it's absolutely gorgeous.
Look at Marilyn Monroe.
I love how she's sewing up her chest.
Right.
Plus, the Batman '89 #1 was a hot book.
Yeah.
For a minute.
Well, that Batman '89 series is why most of us are collecting comics right now.
I mean,
Yeah,
nobody's talking about it though. I mean, it should be great.
It does look like Blondie. You're 100%, John.
Blondie,
100%.
yes.
Looks just like Blondie.
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah.
That's why I love it so much.
Yeah.
Oh, when I see it,
That's
I think of a Black Cat cosplayer.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you? But I mean, like if you're buying, like if you're wanting this book just because of the way you like the way it looks, wouldn't you just pay the lower and just buy the one with the trade dress and pay $35 for it rather than $80?
No, because I think the one with the trade dress ruins it.
I liked it, but the trade dress is like straight from like the original. It's got the same font and everything from the movie.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Greg, not with those nails on. I'll tell you that.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Greg.
Yeah,
y'all some crazy motherfuckers, man.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the top 3 on the list this week. I want to remind everybody immediately following this, you guys jump on over to the Mighty Mel V channel for its drunken chat, and give us all, each and every one of us, a follow on IG.
This is what I'm giving away tonight.
Ooh, Canto #1. Hold on, let me put you in the big screen there, buddy.
Canto #1, NYCC. I'm giving this away for free. I'm a dirty giver. I'm not a dirty flipper. I'm a dirty giver.
Lucas, please warm up the muffin wheel.
Well, I will say that I am 100% a flipper. I don't care what you call me, but I am a flipper. On to number 3 this week, and this is all because
whoa. What?
Bro, you're not even when you hear what these things are selling for, you're gonna fall out of your chair.
Yes,
because I didn't see the top 3 because I was like I said I was at NYCC, so this is all new. This is real reaction right here.
You're going
one fun.
Okay, so Jake Gyllenhaal is now attached to Prophet.
Mysterio.
Yeah.
Brokeback Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna play it, if he's directing it. I have no idea, but he's now attached to it. Okay. So there have been, I mean, everybody and their brothers got like 50 copies of this, right? So there's been a truckload of sales on this. 9/8 are selling for over $300 for Youngblood 2. $300.
You mean the newsstands, right?
No, I don't think it's the newsstand.
What?
Maybe it is the newsstand. Even if it is the newsstand or not, even if it was 1 in 100 on the newsstands for this, there's what? There had been 1 million copies of this, right?
Well, there was the Air, which is, I don't know if it was an Air or what, but there was a color issue, right? There's this one, which was the purple.
Like I think you find the pink and the green, I think about the same.
About the same, okay.
Yeah, I think it's about 50-50 split on that.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's a premium on either color. Yeah, $300. Can you imagine spending $300 on a Youngblood 2?
Yeah. I can't imagine that. No.
No.
I don't care what I mean. He could have
But I do
Jake
know that
Gyllenhaal's signature right across the front. I'm not paying $300 for
I
it.
do know this. I got a couple of these that stashed somewhere away in some of those short boxes back there that I'm going to try and sell.
I bought a whole bunch of ones. Well, my brother bought a whole bunch of ones. I don't think he bought any twos though.
So the guy from Arrow is doing this, right? He's writing it from
No,
the CW
Jake
show.
Gyllenhaal.
No, he's the actor.
Mark
Yeah,
Guggenheim?
from
Yes.
the TV show.
Yes, because he was writing it in May of 2020.
Yeah, I mean it may be. I don't know.
Yeah,
I just saw Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal's been casted as Prophet, as John Prophet.
There you go.
I would be looking more for like I think like there's some like variants and stuff that I would probably be looking for more than this first appearance, just because the sheer volume of.
I mean, the Stephen Platt Prophet is the ones you want if you look for Prophet, correct?
Yeah, that's what I would be looking for, any of the Platt.
I don't know why you'd want any of this. This was so bad. It was so bad.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, somebody's spending $300 on it. I mean, I don't care what you spend your money on, but that's a chunk of change for.
I would shoot for the variant that Brian was just talking about, the flip book variant, the pink one. I don't think it's an error. I think it's just the flip book.
It's just a flip book variant? What?
Yeah. Flip book with Shadowhawk on the opposite cover.
Okay.
Oh, I have that.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's a lot less of them.
Well, there you go. Keep your eye out for that one. And yeah. Crazy.
And yeah.
Well, number 2 is a much better book. Gorgeous cover. Department of Truth, The Department of Truth. Number 13, the Javon Jordan NYCC variant.
Yep.
Absolutely gorgeous homage on one of the most classic album covers of all time. So
Yep.
It also kind of reminds me a little bit of Zigzag Papers booklets.
Yeah. They were limited one. Day one, limited one. Can I get more than one? And they knew your face.
Who was where were these? What booth were these at?
At Comic Mint. That line was crazy.
Do you know how many, Mel? Do you know how many they had
available for the show? That I don't know. That I do not know.
Probably 3,000, huh?
No,
probably not that many. Probably less.
No.
Probably like 1,000, right?
Yeah, for an image book, probably.
Yeah.
Listen, they're gone. They don't even have them on the wall no more. So if you
these are sold out.
Yeah, they're gone. They're gone.
That sucks.
They're gone. I was happy to get one, and I know somebody was asking me if I could pick them up one from the con. Listen, I got one. That's it. And I'm not. That shit was not gonna be on no whatnot sale. That shit not gonna be on no eBay. Nothing. I'm keeping this, tucking it away. I love this because
this is Javon Jordan.
I love the Chronic
name. Yeah. Who doesn't?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Who doesn't?
So it is what it is. What
they're going for 100. My guess is it's probably going to be more. Especially if they're gone. Is there an album that you guys would like to see that has not been put on a comic, like an album cover
for everything?
Like is there an album cover artwork that has not been?
There's a ton I can think
homaged?
of.
Yeah, I know. I would. There's like so many that like cross my mind.
Minor Threat.
Hip hop.
It could be hip hop. It could be metal. It could be anything. I mean, it could be Hall & Oates for all I care. I just like the thought of some of these artwork or some of these, like if you go to like a Half Price Books and flip through the old albums, even if it's a group you've never even really heard of, some of the artwork on these old albums are just
insane.
They're incredible. Like
I wish they would do the old Iron Maiden covers, but with comic characters.
I had a quick story about Iron Maiden. So I was working at the Forum part-time in the parking lot selling parking tickets. and Iron Maiden was doing a reunion show. This is after the Lakers and Kings moved to Staples Center, and this is like, I don't know, 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Anyways, the Forum, this is before the football stadium was built. So it was a horse race track there, and it was in a lane of where the planes landed for LAX. And I'm a huge Iron Maiden fan, like Number of the Beast, the whole bit.
Yes.
And then
yes.
I hear this plane, and I don't know if it was like louder than all the rest. And I look, it's a 747, and
Maiden jet.
It's an Iron Maiden Number of the Beast, full blown. The album is the 747 was colored like the album. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, there they are.
That's great.
You would never think that I was a Maiden fan. I was a huge
That's awesome.
Maiden fan. Run for the Hills, Number of the Beast, Fear of the Dog. Oh, the first guitar intro for Fear of the Dog. Oh my god. Anyway.
Well, you know what we'll be rocking to when I get out there.
Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely.
All right, let's get.
We ought to do that sometime. We ought to like have like a list of album covers that we would like to see. As covers.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the number one book, ladies and gentlemen, of the week. And that's Fantastic Four number 94, with all the news of MCU. It feels like MCU has something new popping every couple weeks, right? If not every week. And then we got the news this week that Agatha Harkness, we're going to get a spin-off series, and I'm 100% with it. I think that, what's her name? Catherine Hahn? Is that her name?
Catherine Hahn, yeah.
She was the best actress in that whole show. She carried that show, in my opinion. She was the reason I watched it. I actually I'm like low-key crushing on her for some reason. I can't figure it out, man, because she was so freaking good in that, man. Like I don't know what it is about her in that, dude. She did such a good job. So I am stoked that she's getting her own series. She deserved it. But I don't know if it's worth specking on that character huge. Right?
Hey, so Brian, did you hear the great news about it though? It's not only going to be Catherine Hahn, Michael B. Jordan's going to be on the show with her, so you can crush on both of them at the same time.
You're lying, bro. Don't even fuck with me, man.
Personally, before Ben gets into the values, but I think the Ultimate Fantastic 454 is actually, I mean, even though it's a dollar bin book and there's probably over 100,000 printed, but there are newsstand copies. That one looks more like the character than this elderly lady.
What is the Ultimate Fantastic Four?
That's Agatha Harkness, Earth 1610.
What's that cover? What's that cover look like?
I think it's like gold, and it has like
what issue is it?
It's 54.
Ultimate Fantastic Four 54?
Yes. And the character in there, that looks like Catherine Hahn.
Let's take a look at what we got here.
The character in this one looks like that variant we showed, that Aja variant.
Right? Yeah, the old lady.
And she's more of like kind of like a good person. She was Franklin Richards' nanny.
You talking about this one right here?
Yes. Yeah, okay. It's got Human Torch, I guess.
There you go.
And there's newsstand copies available.
Chad Cave nailed that like a motherfucker. I need a recording of Dollar's voice for relaxation and meditation. Yes.
He's like very sultry tonight.
ASMR.
So anyways, I mean, once this news of this spin-off show, which I don't think Marvel's confirmed it, right? I think it's just kind of out there.
Variety is the reliable outlet that let it fly. So I guess
that's more reliable than robots.
We got it covered, yeah.
And all
Jack
these other
Schaefer is assigned to it, so she is. They confirmed that Jack Schaefer is assigned to. So basically, they're in a room right now brainstorming.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting how they do that, since she's kind of under Scarlet Witch's spell right now, right? That like she doesn't even know who she is. But yeah, so 9.2 now. I mean, these basically just skyrocketed this week. 9.2 sold for 1,000. 9.4 1,500. Yeah, so now this is like a legit silver key at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and FYI, the Dark Avengers speculators out there, Agatha Harkness was the Dark Avengers Scarlet Witch.
I didn't know that. There you go. There you go. Well, I know there is a Pence version of this. I love searching out those old school British Pence version of these Silver Age Marvel books. So keep your eye out for that. And I don't know, maybe there's a lot of people that are getting into comic books because of that character right now. I hope there is. She's a great character, and we'll see what happens. She could also, be a good one of those characters that, they have that whole bad to good, storyline.
Hey, maybe Boner will be in this again.
That pissed me off, man.
Two
That
things
really
about
pissed me off.
Agatha real quick, Ben, I wanted to tell you, is I don't know if you remember Captain America, I think it was 7 of 2019, the Daughters of Liberty.
Yes.
She joined that team in the comics. So a lot of people were speculating on that. And the other thing is if this one's out of reach, at least a presentable copies 5.5 or above, shoot for Fantastic Four 103. I mean, that's her second appearance. It has a partial origin in there, and it's not a sought after book. Either that or the ultimate Fantastic Four 54, and take a look at that character. She looks like that, Catherine Hahn.
It's cool. Good stuff. Well, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. The show will be continuing over on Mighty Mel V's channel for its Drunken Chat Son. I'm going to be calling it a night tonight, you guys.
What the fuck?
I'm out.
And I got a whatnot sale too. So
yes, please support my man. Yeah, whatnot sale. Definitely.
Yeah, after you go over to Mel's and give them a like, and make sure you say hi in the live chat so you get on the muffin wheel. Split screen and cruise over to me.
Screen. Definitely.
Yep. So whatnot at _DO1LAR_ you can find him. You can just go follow him. He's got a sale already up there. And then Mighty Mel V, along with Lucas and the crew, will be giving away a Kanto NYCC 1 variant. Beautiful book right there. And then, of course, you guys can find the Comic Book Invest Hot 10 every week, Friday, written by the one and only Ben S. on comicbookinvest.com, the place for comic book news and speculation. And that being said,
one more thing. If you guys don't want to hear about NYCC or whatnot, hey, go fucking mow the lawn or something.
at midnight.
Yeah. And that being said, I will see you guys next week. Much love to each and every one of you. We're out.